Close your eyes and imagine this: innocent eyes, mischievous grins, and an effortless charm that captivates hearts effortlessly. Sounds like the description of a child, right? But what if I told you that these very traits hold the keys to adult seduction? Yep, you heard me right. Let's break it down. So, children, despite their seeming innocence, are far from helpless. They quickly learn the power of their natural charm to sway the adult world to their desires. It's like a strategic game for them, leveraging their vulnerability to get what they want. And guess what? We fall for it hook, line, and sinker. Ever noticed how anything natural has a magical hold over us? From thunderstorms to eclipses, natural phenomena have always fascinated humanity, and children, they possess that same mystical allure, but in a more charming package. Their effortless pleasantness defies logic and draws us in like moths to a flame. But why are we so seduced by their innocence? Well, it's partly because they represent a world we've been exiled from, a world of boundless wonder and joy. Amidst the boredom and compromise of adult life, the memory of our own carefree days tugs at our heartstrings. Now, let's talk about the real MVPs of seduction: the adult naturals. These folks are like the grown up versions of those enchanting children with a sprinkle of extra charisma. But how do they do it? Let's unravel their secrets, shall we? First up, we've got the innocent. Picture someone who exaggerates their weaknesses just enough to evoke sympathy and laughter. It's like watching a delicate dance between vulnerability and charm, and trust me, it's a winning combination. Then there's the imp. These individuals exude a playful energy that's downright infectious. They remind us of the joy of letting loose and being a little naughty now and then. Who wouldn't want to join in on the fun? Next, we have the wonder, those rare souls blessed with extraordinary talent and a knack for spontaneity. Whether it's music, art, or sport, their effortless skills leave us in awe. And guess what? You can tap into that wonder within yourself too. Last but not least, we've got the undefensive lover. Picture someone who remains open and receptive, like a child exploring the world with wide eyed wonder. Their lack of defensiveness creates an inviting aura that draws others in like moths to a flame. Now we are going to see examples of natural seducers. The chaplain. Imagine a young lad from England, Charlie Chaplin, growing up in the midst of dire poverty. After his mother's confinement to an asylum, Chaplin found himself thrust into the harsh realities of life. But amidst the struggles, a spark of ambition ignited within him. At just 19, he set sail for America, yearning to make it big in the burgeoning film industry of Hollywood. In the land of dreams, Chaplin faced fierce competition and initial setbacks. Despite possessing a repertoire of gags learned from his vaudeville days, he struggled to find his footing in silent comedy. Unlike the acrobatic feats of Buster Keaton, Chaplin's physical humor was more subtle, yet it held a distinct charm of its own. However, Chaplin's breakthrough came in 1914 with the film Making a Living. Donning an ensemble that seemed comically oversized, from pants several sizes too large to a derby hat askew, Chaplin breathed life into the character of a con artist. Critics may have been divided, but audiences resonated with his portrayal, and thus began Chaplin's ascent to stardom. Cora Pearl, the flamboyant siren. Fast forward to the opulent streets of Paris in the 19th century, where Cora Pearl reigned as the epitome of audacious allure. Born Emma Crouch in Plymouth, England, she was the cherished daughter of a composer, her father's darling amidst a brood of children. Yet tragedy struck as her father's untimely departure left the family in dire straits. Emboldened by her dreams and disillusioned by her father's abandonment, and with his dark side of being a gambler and a rake, Emma transformed into Cora Pearl, a vivacious seductress who captivated the elite of Paris. Wait a minute. If you got into some confusion when I mentioned the name rake, it's also a type of personality that we made a video about it for you guys. So you can go and watch the video inside our channel, and also don't forget to subscribe and share the video. Now, let's get back to the rest. With her flaming red hair, freckled face, and penchant for extravagance, Cora challenged societal norms, embodying a spirit of wild independence that enthralled admirers and incited envy in rivals. From her flamboyant attire to her unapologetic demeanor, Cora defied conventions, carving her own path in a world dictated by rigid social mores. Through her exploits with wealthy suitors and scandalous antics on stage, she embodied the essence of seduction, proving that true allure lies not in conformity, but in fearless self expression. Josephine Baker, the enigmatic dancer. Picture yourself transported to the vibrant streets of 1920s Paris, where the rhythms of jazz pulse through the air and the scent of revolution permeates the atmosphere. Amidst this cultural renaissance stands Josephine Baker, a vision of uninhibited freedom and raw sensuality. Born into poverty in East St. Louis, Josephine's journey to stardom was fraught with adversity. Yet it was her indomitable spirit and infectious joy that propelled her to fame. Clad in little more than feathers and satin, she took the stage by storm, captivating audiences with her mesmerizing movements and luminous presence. But Josephine's appeal transcended mere physicality. It was the palpable joy she exuded that enraptured hearts. As she danced with abandon, her laughter echoed through the halls, infusing her performances with a childlike innocence that belied their sensual nature. Now, let's go back to Milan Kundera's The Book of Laughter and Forgetting. The protagonist finds himself stranded on an island with a gaggle of kids. Initially delightful, their innocence soon becomes a tad too much, leaving him yearning for grown up conversations and experiences. It's a reminder that while childlike qualities can be appealing, they need a sprinkle of adult wisdom to truly dazzle. But here's the catch: society can only handle so many naturals. Imagine a world filled with Cora Pearls and Charlie Chaplins. Charming, yes, but their appeal would quickly wear thin. Plus, not everyone can pull off the natural act without veering into the territory of pathos. It takes finesse to wield this seductive power effectively. So, this is what we got for you guys today. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until then, see you next time.